Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Before we start, let's say a couple of things. First of all, there is not going to be one best tank design. The best tank design is going to depend on the situation in which you're playing. So if you're playing single player, if you're playing against Germany, if you're playing multiplayer against heavily armored divisions, that's going to be different. Since I mostly play single player, and in single player, the AI doesn't usually build a lot of tanks, so 90% of the time you're going to fight against infantry. On my tanks, I value soft attack the most. This is the stat that impacts the most when you fight enemies with low hardness, which means infantry divisions. If you're going to fight a lot of tanks, you're going to want hard attack and piercing, but that's not going to be the case for us. So, in our case, the two stats that we're going to value the most for our comparison are the speed and the soft attack. In addition to that, other relevant stats are also the hardness, the armor, and the reliability. Why is that? Well, reliability is only relevant if you're not good at managing attrition, but actually it's easy to end up with low supplies, especially when you're, invading the Soviet Union, you're fighting in low supplies areas. So unless you're very, very good at managing supplies, having a higher reliability will mean losing less equipment to attrition. And especially if you are producing expensive tanks, you don't want to lose them to attrition. So all in all, to put these things together, when you start an offensive with your tanks, what's going to determine if the number is green or red, if you're going to push or not, is the difference between your soft attack and their defense. So the higher the soft attack, the higher the chances you have of pushing the enemies when you attack them. The speed is going to determine how quickly you will occupy the enemy territories after defeating the enemy divisions. If your speed is high enough, after defeating the enemy divisions, you have a chance of overrunning them, so reaching the next region before they do, which means destroying them completely. That's extremely powerful, and that's why you overall want to have good speed on your armored divisions. The hardness is going to determine how much damage you take from the enemy divisions during the fight. If the enemy divisions have high soft attack but low hard attack, having higher hardness will mean taking much less casualties. The armor is going to work in a very similar way. If the enemy divisions have low piercing and you have high armor, you're going to take a lot less casualties. Now, you may not care about casualties. If you have a nation like the Soviet Union, the Roman Empire with unlimited manpower, probably all you care is the soft attack and the speed. You don't care too much about losing men. But with Germany, where you have a limited manpower pool, you may want to have higher hardness and armor to decrease your casualties. Moreover, me personally, I love seeing like 1,000 casualties from my side and 1 million on the enemy side, so I always like to have slightly higher hardness and armor to get those better stats at the end of the war. Production cost is not the cheapest, but it is affordable with Germany. In fact, we got the full army of 12, not full, but that's what I usually use for tanks, and with very good stats. Okay, boys, so this is the cheaper version that I would design if I did not have the economy that Germany has. And well, that's about it, I think. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.